A Hearts and Hooves Day special. Written by Blue Moon Hero. Read by Sish Diablo. Spike and Rarity have been dating for a year, and Hearts and Hooves Day are approaching. And Spike had yet planned anything special for Rarity. He wanted to do something special for her, but he didn't really know what to do. One morning, Spike is sitting in the kitchen with Twilight reading the morning's newspaper. She reads the newspaper and Spike unusually quiet at the table. "Are you okay, Spike?" she asked. "Yes, I'm just thinking about what to do for especially for Rarity on Hobbs and Hooves Day," Spike said. Twilight smiles back and looks and smiled. "You always come up with something. No matter what you find, Rarity will like it," she said. "Thanks, Twilight. Since this is my and Rarity's first and Hobbs and Hooves Day together, then Flash comes with me to the cinema, and there are romantic dinners," said Twilight. Maybe I can ask our friends if they have any suggestions," said Spike. "That sounds like a good idea," said Twilight. After breakfast, Spike helped at the castle for the lunch when he was going to have lunch with Rarity. Rarity sits at the restaurant waiting for him. "Sorry if I'm late," says Spike. "It's okay, you're here now." Let's order," she said. Spike ordered a salad and pasta for himself, while Rarity ordered a salad for herself. As they sit and eat, Spike thinks about what doing for Rarity. "What do you like to do about the salad?" she asked. "Is it good?" he said. "Always nice to have lunch with you, sweetheart." Rarity blushed when he said that. You're just too sweet," said Spike, said Rarity. "It is true. I'm glad to have you." "The same goes for you," said Rarity. Both remained for a while after lunch, enjoying the sunny weather. "Do you want to take a walk through the park?" Spike asked. "Yes, that sounds like a good suggestion," said Rarity. Both left the restaurant and went to the park. Both are enjoying it since it was a sunny day. They sit down, and Spike leans forward to Rarity. "I'm glad to have you," says Spike. "I'm also glad to have you," said Rarity. After leaving the park for another half hour, Rarity returned to her shop. Spike didn't mind what to do, since he was going to for Rarity. He flew to Fluttershy. He wanted to ask her for advice. When he arrived, Fluttershy was feeding some of her animal friends. "Hey, Spike," she said. "Hey, Fluttershy." "What are you doing here?" she asked. "I wanted to ask you for advice. I can try to help. I will just finish my animal friends," said Fluttershy. "I can't wait." After Fluttershy was done, she went to sit down next to Spike. "What can I help you with?" "I want to give Rarity something special on Hearts and Hooves Day. I don't know what to give her." Fluttershy was silent for a moment as she thought. "How about a homemade dinner?" she said. "It sounds like a good suggestion," said Spike. "Thanks, I'm glad to help." Spike gave Fluttershy a hug before flying off. Spike arrived at Sweet Apple Acres. He wanted to ask Applejack for advice. "Hey, Big Mac, have you seen AJ?" "Yup," he said. "Where is she?" "Inside the house," Big Mac said. Thanks," said Spike. Spike went to the house when he found Applejack in the kitchen. She was baking an apple pie. "Hey, Sugar Cube," said Applejack. "Hey, AJ. What are you doing here?" she asked. "I came to ask you for advice." "Sure, I can help you. I used to put pie in the oven." Applejack put the pie into the oven, then she sat down on the table. "How can I help you?" she asked. "I want to do something special for Rarity on Hearth and Hooves Day. Fluttershy suggested a homemade dinner. It sounds like a good idea," she said. "Maybe you can play some music for her as an extra part." "Do you think she will like it?" "Of course, Sugar Cube," said Applejack. My dad played the guitar for my mom on Hearth and Hoove's day, and she loved it. Spike thought about it and thought, as this sounded like a good idea. Thanks for the suggestions, said AJ. I appreciate it, said Spike. I always help, said Applejack. Then a bell rang. The pie's ready. Want a pie? Want a piece? Yes, I'm happy to take a piece, said Spike. Spike and Applejack are enjoying the apple pie while Spike is still wondering if he should use both suggestions. Thanks for the pie, Applejack. I appreciate that you like it. Spike flew home again, and now he had two suggestions. Which would he choose to use both? Now he had to choose for what food and song to use, since Hearth and Hoove's day is just the day after this one. Hey Spike, did you get any suggestions from our friends? Twilight asked. Yes, I did, said Spike. Spike tells Twilight about Applejack and Fluttershy have suggested to him. I just don't know what for food to do, said Spike. You might be able to cook Rarity's favorite food and her favorite dessert, said Twilight. It sounds like a good idea, said Spike. Thank you for helping me, said Spike. Spike hugs Twilight to hug them back. The rest of the day, Spike is in his room reading some comic books. However, he helped Twilight to cook the dinner at 11 p.m. Spike chose to go to bed early. The next morning, Spike went to market to buy some things for dinner. He also helped Twilight get ready for finishing some school assignments. It was towards 5 p.m. that Spike helped Twilight to get ready for her date with Flash. Are you ready for her, Twilight? Yes, I'm ready. Hope you have a good evening, said Spike. Thank you so much for your date, said Spike. Spike went to the kitchen to make the dinner order ready for Rarity to show up at 6 p.m. He cooked the pasta and hay balls, which was Rarity's favorite dish. He had also chosen to make apple pie as dessert. After all was done, he went to his room before getting ready. At 6 p.m., Rarity showed up. Hey Rarity, you look wonderful in your red dress, said Spike. Oh, thank you, Spike. You're a gentle colt. Spike took with Rarity to the dining room, and they went to the kitchen and went to the food. Rarity was impressed that Spike had cooked such good food. Spike, you're a good cook. Thanks, Twilight taught me a bit. Both sit down and enjoy the dinner while the small talks. After dinner, they both went to the library to relax. Spike sat down next to Rarity, leaning against him. It was a really good dinner. Yes, it was, said Spike. I haven't even cooked your favorite apple pie dessert, said Spike. Oh, Spike, you really know how to charm me, said Rarity. Spike blushed, and Rarity smiled at him and kissed his cheek. Spike blushed from even more, and he kissed her back. Are you hungry for some pie? Yes, it would be good for some pie, said Rarity. Wait here, I'll be back. Spike went to the kitchen to pick up the 2 pieces of apple pie and 2 glasses of apple cider. He gave Rarity her piece. What a good pie! Thanks. Applejack taught me a bit about baking, says Spike. Both sit down and enjoy the pie while enjoying each other's company. Happy Hearth and Hoove's Day, said Spike. Happy Hoove and Hearth and Hoove's Day, said Rarity. Both shares with enjoy the pie after having it. They sit down and just enjoy each other's company. But Spike has something special planned for Rarity. Rarity, I have a surprise for you. What is it? Close your eyes and I will say when you can look. Rarity closed her eyes. Spike took forward out a guitar behind the sofa. You can watch now. Rarity opened her eyes, saw the guitar, and her eyes sparkled with surprise. Spike then started playing on the guitar. He played a love song to show how much Rarity meant to him. She started to cry because she thought Spike was playing the song for her was so beautiful. And after he was done, he looked at her. "What do you think?" "It was so beautiful," she said. Rarity hugged Spike and kissed him. She felt so lucky to have Spike in her life. The rest of the evening, they sat and drank some apple cider and small talked until 10 p.m. It was time for Rarity to go home. "Thank you for a wonderful evening. I really liked it," said Rarity. "Same here," said Spike. They gave each other a goodnight kiss. A half hour later, Twilight came home. She was happy to hear that Spike's date with Rarity went well, and was so proud of him. The end.